As a communicator, we can confuse people or we can bring clarity. And this is where the introduction of your talk begins to set the tone of clarity. So introductions, it's not really information about yourself at this point. It's not that, hi, my name is Tim and I have 2 kids and 2 dogs. The introduction is really about your idea. And this is what gets your audience to pay attention to where you're going next when you're going to lead into the body of your message. The introduction is the clarity moment. So yes, I got your attention with the attention getter, so you're important or the message is important, this matters, it's urgent, but now it's really the question of what's the clarity of this message going to be. And so that introduction really sets the tone for the rest of the talk. In my TEDx talk on Are You a Good Neighbor, my introduction talks about how my fellow Haitian villagers taught me the value of togetherness through the word ensemble, which means together in Haitian Creole, because Haitian villagers would go to the shoreline and help pull in the fishing nets together. So I'm introducing the idea of togetherness and how that makes communities stronger, because without togetherness, those Haitian villagers could not survive. And so here in other cultures like the United States, we have seen that togetherness has been something that we have lacked and we have ignored, and we have become more of a culture of hate and division. And so now togetherness is the key idea. That's what I'm trying to focus the audience on, which I'm trying to bring clarity to. So your introduction is to bring clarity and focus to your talk, because one of the challenges as communicators is that we lack clarity. We're driving people all over the place, all over the city, all over the map, versus a specific destination. Because as you know, it's challenging. Most people will forget 90% of what they hear. So we need to be clear so they remember the key idea of our talk. And one of the things that I can encourage you today, that I've had to encourage myself with, is that oftentimes my mind is filled with so many thoughts and ideas I want to share that I have to technically eliminate more to gain more clarity. You have to say no so you can say yes. So if I say no to more ideas and then focus my talk on one key idea to bring clarity, then the audience can grab hold of that message with a lot less heavy lifting. It's almost like you're putting less burden on the listener because they're not having to filter through the fog of your message. You've brought clarity. That's what your introduction helps to do. It sets the tone of the idea that you're going to share. It allows you to have focus as a communicator so your audience can have clarity in learning what you have to say to make an impact. So think about your introduction from that vantage point. How can you bring clarity and tone to the idea that you want to share? And then you can continue to communicate your message with the body and how they can apply it in just a few moments.